Hi, this is We Do Not Care Club. And how many times have we done this before, ladies? 3 times. Okay. So, I do not care that I travel with a coffee pot and coffee. I have developed into a coffee snob.
I do not care that sometimes I grunt and groan when I move. I'm old, and I've done a lot of things in my life. I'm entitled to grunt and groan once in a while.
I do not care that I enjoy and need fresh air movement while I sleep. There are the extra blankets. Use accordingly.
I do not care about the rumbling noise on the road. I like driving on the side.
I do not care that I almost made it all the way through Lent without swearing. God knows the times that I lapsed, and she's forgiven me.
I do not care that I care how the towels are folded. They stock neatly in the closet my way.
I do not care that I like things just so. OCD is tough to live with. It's also tough to live with someone else who has OCD.
I do not care that I am 60 years old. I still like playing with Play-Doh. Or anything squishy.
I do not care that I care how the bowls and lids are put away. Less time hunting for matching lids. It gets me out of the kitchen sooner and less PO'd.
I do not care that I have these brilliant ideas that only come into my brain and last for about a nanosecond. That's the problem.
I do not care that I rotate my coffee cups according to the seasons. Coffee tastes better in seasonal cups.
I do not care that people do not like dandelions. I love them and blow their seeds in your yard.
Doing these do not care. I do care more than I realize.
I do not care that I have wrinkles. I've said that before. What I do care about is that one side of my face has more wrinkles than the other side of my face. Maybe I could pose for before and after pictures for some unscrupulous a company that makes wrinkle cream products. What do you think? Before and after.
I do not care that I can't remember what I chose from the menu. I am here to educate you, to entertain you, as I try to recall the difference between hash browns and corned beef hash.
I do not care that my favorite grocery store has decided that it needs to update its look every now and then. But do they have to move every item on every shelf in every aisle? It's like going on a scavenger hunt every time I go grocery shopping.
And I do not care that there may be corn chips in my teeth. My stomach was screaming at me before we sat down to do this.
I do not care about a fancy ballroom, but I do care about funding health care.
We have now reached the part of the video where we talk about something we do care about. And Sherry touched on it in her last, we do not care. This is some things that we care about, and it mostly has to do with things that the government has decided is important, and we have decided we care about other things instead. And Sherry, you said you don't care about the government spending money on a ballroom.
Right. I really do not care about a ballroom at all. It's such a obscene amount of money being spent.
And the amount of money has been growing exponentially since it was first talked about. First $300,000, which was going to be donated,
Right.
and then $400,000 donated, and then all of a sudden it was $1 million.
And now taxpayers are funding it.
To the tune, well, that's the proposal,
Yeah.
and it's $1 billion
So,
out of the taxpayers' wallets.
and it's something we didn't need or ask for.
I certainly didn't ask for it, and I don't think we need it.
We did, even if they needed a ballroom, now is not the time.
Right.
Gas prices have doubled.
At least. Yeah.
Well, when one guy said that he thanked so-and-so for that he paid, $59 to fill up his truck, it is now $129 to fill up the truck. We have families that their budget does not meet.
No.
Their health care is being taken away. No, now is not the time. This is about the American people
So
that need help. And we have children going through gun drills at school, and their lives don't matter when the ballroom and the added security so these high executives can feel safe.
Right. The other thing, you mentioned the cost of fuel. When diesel fuel costs go up, the cost of everything goes up because it's brought to us by truckers.
Yes.
Truckers bring everything to our grocery stores, to our hardware stores, to our clothing stores, and they're not going to pay for their fuel out of the goodness of their heart. No. They have to be paid for the work they do, for the products they bring. And that means that everything we buy is going to cost more and is costing more.
It is costing more.
And
I've also noticed that there are some items on the shelves that are not there anymore because of the fact is that we don't have people harvesting the products.
Yeah.
So
there are also products that aren't there anymore because the countries that they come from aren't willing to pay the tariffs.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. Or they're sitting on a ship in a blocked channel.
Yeah.
Going
somewhere across the world.
Somewhere across the world.
Right.
It's like, when does the safety of the American people and the children, the children are being thrown under the bus for high executive people in the government that is spending $1,000+ a month, I'm just throwing that out there, for lobster. It's gluttony, and it's not, it just, to me, it is, it's annoying. It irritates me when children are going hungry and when they don't feel safe at school.
Our priorities are all messed up.
Yes.
I mean, so have your security, but why don't we have the security in the schools? Why
Or
is
the
it up to the
churches.
local
Or the
the
churches.
churches? Why is it up to the local taxpayers in the communities to pay for those added security
Right.
reinforcements in the schools?
And now the government is asking us to give more for their security when they're adults. They are adults. If you get scared and go whining, oh, I just want to go home. So do little kids.
Yes.
And
Well, yeah.
there is a common thread. I genuinely believe that the people at the White House press dinner felt scared.
I believe they felt scared.
But and children feel scared at school, and people feel scared at their places of worship. There is a common ground, and there is something that can be done by members of Congress that could alleviate some of that fear.
Yes.
Quite a bit of that fear.
That would be common sense gun laws.
Correct.
That would make a big difference. It doesn't mean, don't fund a ballroom. Fund common sense gun laws.
But that's what their whole platform was on, common sense. They used common sense in everything that they said. So their common sense and our common sense are two worlds apart. And now that all these automatic weapons are on the market, it's kind of like the barn is on fire and now we're going to close the door and let it burn down. It's like it's a little late, but at the same time there are things that we could be doing, and
They're a much better use for the money than what the money is being spent on.
There are other countries who have responded to tragedies and with legislation that we could do as well.
we could.
And that, they looked at it and didn't say, well, it's too late now. They said, what can we do now to prevent this from happening again?
Yeah,
And they've done it.
Yeah, it can be done, but you have to want to get it done. And you have to really recognize that without us, the little people in the world, you would not be where you are.
Right.
And yeah, I am passionate about this just because
I am also.
I see the suffering in our country, and it shouldn't be this way.
Right.
We are a wealthy country, but now we have got so many greedy people who believe that they deserve more because they've earned it. And
Nobody
we-
earns that much money.
Nobody
can
earns
earn
that much money without stepping on somebody
Right.
and a lot of other people and stealing and insider trading and all of that. And so, no, I've just about had enough. But yet I also know it's going to probably get worse this year. We're going to see things and hear things and have to live through things that we never thought, well, so far I didn't think we'd be here, but here we are.
Yeah.
Well, and, so it's just a slap in the face of the American people when they're struggling to put food on the table, or they're struggling or worrying about this or that. And then we're going to also spend $13 million on the reflective pool, turning it blue so it's not as reflective anymore.
Yeah.
But there's cracks in it or something.
Yeah.
Go get some super glue and be done with it.
Repair the cracks, stop the leaks in the pool,
Yep.
in the reflecting pond, and restore the color of the surface to what it was, so it is again a reflecting
Right.
pond.
Because they don't see, and isn't that interesting?
And that's
reflection. It is to mirror back what is going on. What are we seeing? What are we What are we experiencing? What are we relating to? And actually, covering up the reflecting pond is because they don't want to see the reflections of their actions.
Interesting thought.
Yeah, that is an interesting thought. I think he just likes the color blue.
Go to a mini golf course.
Yes. Well, and the price has gone up so much.
Yes.
And
same thing.
And
just like
why is our taxpayer money paying for such frivolous things rather than security for our school children and food? And we complain. I don't complain, but our country is experiencing a decrease in births.
I wonder
Why people are afraid to get pregnant.
Yeah.
I know people that have become permanently sterile because they were afraid of complications if they did get pregnant, and they wouldn't be able to
get the proper medical care.
Whatever side you're on. I mean, there's these fears. I know of two couples that chose to not risk it.
Right.
And if you want more children, you need to be a little more children friendly.
Just a little bit.
Rather than a gold ballroom, how about formula?
how about healthcare?
Healthcare.
How much healthcare could we fund for $1 billion?
Exactly. Right.
Absolutely.
I mean, they certainly could help. I mean, and that's our money that's
It
being
is.
put in there.
See, that's the thing. It is
And
our
that's
money.
why I've always felt we pay that money to provide services that
For the people,
Everybody.
not the services and the luxury dinners and meals for the elite. No.
yeah.
That is a very good point. So, as we said, these are things we do care about. If you care about these things or other things, please put them in the comments. Please share this video. Please like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. We look forward to making more videos for you. And what else should
I will
say?
try not to be so direct.
That would be a hard thing
That's
to
going to
do.
be really, really hard.
It's just hard to see things happening.
It really is. It really is. And at my age, I'm looking at what is the health care of my future. What is the Social Security that we have put in?
Is it safe?
Is it safe?
Yeah.
And so it's and I know the young people are saying, well, there isn't going to be any for us.
Right.
And so we as a country need to do better.
And that we care about a lot, not just for us, but for
Everybody.
So, again, thank you for watching. Please share, and like and subscribe. And if you get the chance, I don't know where it is, if you get the chance to hype the video, please do that. And if we ever find out where it is, and we'll let you know.
And if anybody knows, to let us know.
Yeah, put that in the comments.
Put that in the comments. And welcome to the family.
Yes, indeed.
And yes, comment so we can have further things to talk about.
Yeah.
And we are
Project Communication, and we are perfectly imperfect.
Thanks for watching.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.